Welcome in everybody, it's Samwise here, and I'm going to be talking with you about the gear in your heroes. And everybody's going to need this gear, whether you're free to pay, mid to low spender, or all the way up getting into that whale status, or even Kraken. Everybody's going to need this in the game in order to succeed and progress further and have your troops do more damage. Let's go ahead and start with the rare piece of gear, and I'm going to start with the foot piece on my cav unit, on my Lubu, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Devs make it pretty simple and easy going from rare to epic to legendary, if that's the way you want to progress. Some of us just go straight into legendary, some of us go straight into epic, and some of us they start with level 0 pretty much at the rare. And it's still great. It's a lot better than nothing. And so let's go ahead and talk about it. Going from level 1 to 10, it's going to take 540 forging kits, and that's the pieces required in order to level these up. And in order to go from 10 to 20, it's 1550. 20 to 30, you need another 2550. From 30 to 40, you're going to need 3,550, excuse me. From 40 to 50, 4,550. And 50 to 60, 5,550. 60 to 70, 6,550. And 70 to 80, an additional 7,550. So if you want to jump just straight into the levels here, level 1 to 20, you're going to need 2,090 forging kits. Or let's say level 1 all the way up to 40, you're going to need 8,190 forging kits. Or if you're looking to just go from level 1 straight all the way up to level 60, you're going to need 18,290 forging kits. Now, without some of this math stuff, let's just get into the rare gear, shall we? We're going to go with the star levels. With the rare gear, you're only able to go up to 2 stars, and it'll show the bonuses here: 0.72% and a 1.5%. It also gives a general bonus on the gear piece, whether it's a cap bonus or attack bonus or defense bonus, and it'll show that here. Now let's go ahead and just level this up to level 20 so we can show you. Okay, leveling these up here up to level 20. On the rare gear and the epic gear, once you get your gear leveled up to level 20, it will unlock the first gem slot and the second gem slot. They unlock at level 10 and level 20, each of those. And the rare gear will only go up to level 40. Epic gear goes up to level 60, and the legendary gear goes all the way up to level 80. In order to get the first star, you're going to need one additional of this specific gear in order to level it up to the first star, advance to the first star. And if you want to get to 2 stars, you're going to need 5 of those specific gear pieces in order to get to 2 stars. Let's level this up here. And boom, all the way leveled up. It gives me an extra cav damage up. So that is awesome, because more damage means more death to the enemy's troops, and it's great. We're improving in the game. And going up to level 40 here, it will unlock the 3rd and final gem slot on this piece of gear, as well as allow me to advance to the 2nd star. This is where it will increase my elimination rate, and you'll see that as I advance to the next star level, an additional star level will go up in gem price. And the first star level was only using 8 of the gems in order to upgrade. Now it's using 24 per upgrade, per ascension. And we're going to just go ahead and get it all the way up to the 2nd star there. And it gets another bonus in there. We're going to go ahead and replace this with better gear. I'm going to talk about in a different video about the gems specifically and how to place gems, what to choose, because there's quite a few options, what's going to be best for your hero. I'll get that in another video. Once you have a minimum of 2 of the next type of rarity of gear is when I would upgrade to the next gear. That being said, it's just easier to get to this next at least 1 star minimum. That's what you want, that's what you're looking for. If you want to just jump straight into 2 stars, you're going to need 5 of those gear pieces, and I'll show you that here. It's great because it just swaps over those forging kits right onto your next gear that you're replacing it with, which makes it easy, and you don't have to spend any extra forging kits in order to get this leveled up. It just makes the swap easy for you. It doesn't bring over the stars because now that it's an epic piece of gear, we're going to need epic gear pieces as well as epic gems in order to advance these. Again, 8 tokens. It's going to stay the same even for the legendary. If you want to go all the way up to 3 stars on the epic gear, it's going to go from 24 with the 2nd star, and it'll go to 48, I believe. It'll go up to 48 of these epic tokens. And if you want to get the 3rd star as well, you're going to need 11 of these specific leg pieces for the cav unit in order to advance it all the way up to 3 stars. And we'll just go ahead and replace it onto legendary gear because that's what I had on my Lubu. And confirm the transfer, confirm the swap. Boom, level 40 already on this legendary piece of gear. And if you haven't already noticed in this video, my damage increase is also going up based on the rarity of the piece of gear that I have. So from the rare at level 40, I believe it was, what was it, 4 or 5%. Epic gear went up to about 7%, and now legendaries all the way up to 10%. So you can see quite a big difference in jump once you are able to make that jump with the different rarity in your gear. And I'm going to personally just remove this really quick, and we're going to show you how to reset a piece of gear. Now, you need, if you wanting to reset a specific piece of gear that was on your hero, you need to first take that off, and it will appear back in your item bag in the gear section. You need to make sure that this locked icon is removed. So to do that, you go all the way to the right of your screen, click this locked icon, make sure you're still selected on this gear piece, and click the reset button. It will give you all of these back as a full refund. So you don't lose anything, you don't lose any of your gear pieces, any of the forging kits, any of the crystals that you use to level up. You're going to get them all back, which is great. It's a great feature because we all make mistakes, or we just make accidents as we're leveling things up, and we can just go back in, reset it, and reapply. Now the reason why I reset that is because I specifically have my Lubu at level 20 currently for their gear because I've been focusing mainly on my warrior pikeman lineup, and I'll show you the leg piece on my Richard just because I like to have him personally at level 3 star. And we're just gonna go ahead and do that really quickly, get him all the way leveled up here. It's gonna take again, going from level 1 to 60, it's gonna take about 18,200 forging tokens. So if you want to make that big of a jump, just make sure you have those prepared and ready to go in order to do so. And again, you can, with this resetting option, it makes it very possible. Just play around and experiment and see how far you can take one of your gear pieces, and then you just go back in and you reset it. Simple as that. And then you can just set everything how you would like. I have at level 60 for the legendary gear due to the unlocking this 3rd gem slot. If you didn't notice earlier with the epic gear and the rare gear, you get the third gem slot unlocked at level 40. For the legendary, you have to get up to level 60 in order to unlock the third gem slot, and then also for the second slot you have to be level 30 instead of level 20 as like the epic and rare as well. Leveling this up, you'll need, again, to get the 3-star levels on one piece of gear for one hero, you're going to need a minimum of 11 pieces of gear. I currently have 13, so let's just advance this along. And you'll see it costs 8 magma crystals for the 1st star level each tick here, and then it will cost 3 pieces of gear in order to get ascend to the next one. And it'll cost 24 now of these magma crystals, so it's getting pricey, and that's why I say the 4th star I'm not going to achieve, at least not for another year probably, because it costs lightning crystals. Now I just spent quite a bit of gear, 6 pieces of gear, in order to get to unlock this 3rd star slot. It now costs me 48 magma tokens. It's actually going to take me 144 total on this section of star, and I'll show you right here. It'll take 1, 2, 3, and that's 144 right there. It should be, and then it's going to take these lightning crystals for the last piece of that star level. It'll take 48 of them. So that's where it's going to get pricey, and the last star is only going to accept lightning crystals to level that up. Now let's go ahead and dive into what you should prioritize, how you should prioritize your gear. I would prioritize the headpiece and the chest piece first on any of the units, because it gives you, the 2nd star level gives you that unit capacity. So that's very, very good, because it gives you 1800 if you have a legendary piece, or 900 if you have an epic piece at the 2nd star level, which for legendary gear it gives you a total of 3600 extra troops per hero that you have at the 2nd star level. I personally have Boudica and Leo also at 2 stars. He only has an epic headpiece just because I don't have enough of the legendary headpieces yet, but it's better than just having a 1-star legendary piece, in my opinion. But you can all leave a comment and display on what you think may be good or may have worked for you better. Maybe it is better to have that 1-star level on legendary gear, just because it's legendary gear gives you added bonuses. With the handpiece, don't even go to the 2nd level, especially if you're not a whale, especially if you're not a kraken, because it's going to cost a lot, and this base elimination rate during sieges, it's not worth it at all. And this is going to be the same for every gear on every different type of troop. They're all going to have these same kind of stats here, except it'll display cavalry damage up instead of pikemen, and the damage dealt to unit type you counter. For pikemen, that's calves. For calves, that's going to be archers, and you already know this in playing the game. But that's my thought on the arm piece. It's not worth it to go above 1 star. For the head and chest piece, it's very important to get to 2 stars. And for the leg piece, also get to 2 stars, just because you want to do more eliminations to your opponents when you're in battle, so you can defeat more of them, obviously. And if you can go to 3 stars, the damage dealt to the unit type that you counter is great. It's amazing. And the head and chest piece on their 3rd star, it's damage taken from unit type that counters you. So if I have swords, my Miyamoto coming and attacking me, I'm going to take less damage from Miyamoto's attacking me when I'm in battle. And that's how I would personally prioritize my gear. I hope that this was helpful to you in explaining the different types in rarity, as well as with forging kits. It is easy to reset your gear. You don't lose out on any pieces. You can experiment a little. It's pretty awesome on how they set this up, and I enjoy it. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Drop a comment down below. I'll answer it the best I can. reach out to me on Discord or DM on the 118 server. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Samwise out. Until next time.